Right, so let's come on to your mats. Feet and knees hip width apart for me. Stand yourself up nice and tall, reach that head up to the ceiling, and then just soften the backs of those knees. Get your feet nice and grounded to the floor. So just draw your attention down to your feet and say, what can I feel? Can I feel my big toe on the floor? Can I feel my little toe on the floor? Probably not, so make sure you can. Can I feel my heel nicely placed and my toes are nice and wide? My knees are soft. My pelvis comes into neutral, belly button in. Lower tummy, scoop it up, ribs stay in and down, hands by your side. Let's shrug your shoulders up to your ears, round your shoulders back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then draw those shoulders into your back pockets for me. Lengthen that head to the ceiling and draw the chin in. Okay, when you're ready, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathing in and out. Lovely. And again, breathing in and out. One more for me, breathing in and out. Lovely, and relax. Let's take your legs a little wider. So certainly wider than the shoulders, and either have the toes facing forwards, or if it's more comfortable for your ankles, it is for me, to have the toes slightly out on the diagonal. It's entirely up to you. Place one hand on top of the other. Pull your shoulder blades into your back. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, come into a squat, knees going over toes. Press up through those legs, straighten those legs and rotate to the right, making sure that that left hip doesn't come with you. Then come back to center. Come into your squat, knees over toes. Push into the floor and straighten the legs and rotate the left. Make sure the right hip doesn't come with you. And back to center, and again, soften the knees. Push up and straighten those legs, belly button to spine, lengthen up. Good, watch that left leg. And center. And again, soften those knees. Push up and straighten those legs. Watch that right leg doesn't follow you. Good, come to center. Now come into a squat and hold. Maybe don't go too low. Hold it here, rotate to the right. Good. And then center, hold. Rotate to the left. Can you feel it in that right leg? And center, hold. And again, rotate. And center, hold. And again, rotate. Good. And center, hold. Take your arms out to the side. Keep the knees soft. Breathe in. Breathing out, bring your right arm underneath, left arm on top. Reach with that top arm. And then release, arms wide. Other one, left, under, right, over. Reach, reach, reach with that top arm. And then come back to center. Breathe in. Breathing out. Over to the right, hold. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Last one, breathe out and reach, reach, reach. And come to center. Straighten those legs for me. Take the hands above your head. Hold your fingertips and take the long, long, long through the side here. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, let's come over to the right side. Now let the hip go. So let the hip move out to the left. Lovely. Now soften the knees, round the spine and come to center. And then uncurl. Straighten the legs. Let's go over to the left. So with your torso first, and then let your hip go. Let your hip move out to the right. Good, soften the knees and round the spine. Good, and then come all the way up. Straighten the legs, let's do that again. Straight legs, torso first, then the hip moves out. Lovely, get that lovely stretch into that hip joint. Soften the knees and round that spine. And let's come up and straighten those legs up. Last one for me. Torso over to the left. Let the hip go out to the right. Good. Soften the knees around that spine. And then come all the way up. Straighten the legs. Arms to your side. Walk those legs in for me. Lovely. So feet slightly closer together than hip width. Shoulder blades in your back, a little bit of balance, sorry. Soften through those knees. Okay, hands on your hips to begin with. Peel your right heel off. Breathe in. Pull up through that core. Breathe out. Slide up to the knee. Open out to the side. Close it in and slide it back down. Switch the weight. Lift the left heel off. Slide up to the knee and open out to the side. Bring it in, hold that core and slide it down. Bring your hands to your side, shoulder blades into your back, peel off the heel. And arms come up as you slide up to the knee. And then we open. Grow tall through the spine, shoulders pulling to the floor. Bring the arms in, hold that core, and then come all the way down. Switch the weight. Left heel, peel it off. Slide it up and open. Think about length up through that spine. And then pull it in, hold that core and slide it down. 2 more for me. Heel up. Up we come and open. Shoulders down. Grow tall for the top of the head. Lovely. Be strong through those arms. And then come in. And then all the way down. Last one. Switch the weight. Brace the core and lift. And open. Think strong arms. Grow tall for the top of the head. Push out through those arms. And then come into center. And then come all the way down. So separate those feet just a little bit for me. Coming down into your squat, bottom out behind you. Shoulder blades in your back, but chest slightly lifted. And pulse those arms. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Squeeze the backs of those arms. Belly button to spine. Push, 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 push. Good. Breathe. In 2, 3, 4. Out 2, 3, 4. In 2, 3, 4. Out 2, 3, 4. In 2, 3, 4. Out 2, 3. And rest. Arms down forwards. Round the upper back. Chin just gently down. And gently roll all the way up. Lovely. Let's step here. Just long ways on our mat. Feet and knees hip width apart, knees soft. Round through the upper back, chin to chest. Let's gently articulate down through that spine. There's that lovely stretch happening in that back. For me, it's definitely lower back this morning, all the way down. Good, let yourself dangle there just for that stretch nicely in your glutes. If you feel inclined to, let's have a little strength for the backs of the legs. And get that nice stretch in those hamstrings. Good, take a breath in as we breathe out, soften the knees, and let's walk forwards, bringing our knees to the floor. Lovely, place your hands underneath your shoulders, shoulder blades into your back, tuck your toes, breathe in. Bottom in the air, breathing out and push your heels down. So come into like a downward dog position, pushing your hands between your head. Good, take a breath in. This is tricky, okay? Keep your weight in your feet equal if you can. Take your right hand off, bring it to your left ankle and look underneath your left arm. Good, and then place that hand back. Take your left hand off, place it on your right ankle, look underneath your right arm. Try to keep your legs straight. And then come back. If this is too hard for you, just do little knee drops and lift and then repeat. If not, bring your right hand to your left ankle, look underneath the arm, heels down as much as you can, and then come back and switch again. So opposite arm to opposite ankle, looking underneath the arm. I say if this is too much for you, you can just do knee drops and knee push, and then repeat. Knee drops and knee push. 2 more with the ankle touches for me. And back, last one. And back. Soften those knees, come all the way to the floor, unravel. You're going to take those hands forwards and let's gently pull your bottom down towards your feet. Lovely. Good, and then come up. So keep those hands forward, drop those knees back behind the hips a little. Take a breath in. As we breathe out, drop your hips down towards the floor. Keep your arms long. Good. If you need to bend your arms a little because you can't get that extension in your spine, that's fine. And then push up. Just pull the bottom back, but don't move the arms. The bottom will be a little bit more in the air. And then come back and drop your hips forwards. Pull your shoulders down into your back. Good. As to say, if you need to bend your elbows a little bit, that's fine. Pull up and pull back. Leave the hands there. Don't let them move towards you. Get that really deep stretch in the armpits and through the front of your chest. And one more. Let's drop those hips forwards. Draw your shoulders down. Good. Hips to the floor. And then push up and pull back for me. Good. And then gently ease those arms back towards you and bring your bum back towards your feet. And then gently uncurl. Well done, guys. Really good. Feel that in your arms. Fantastic. Okay, let's turn around on our mats. Let's bring ourselves into a seated position. So feet and knees need to be about hip width apart. We're going to do one which is just C-curve, and then we'll develop it to a roll down for those of you who can, and if you can't, you stay in your C-curve. So feet and knees hip width apart, arms are going to come up, shoulder blades into your back. Let's just do a couple of C-curves to get that spine moving. So tuck your tailbone under, rolling onto the back of the pelvis for me, keeping the shoulders down and chin up, and then rolling forwards and lift. And again, pull that tailbone under. Think about scooping up through those lower core muscles for me. And then rolling up and growing tall. One more. So pull that tailbone round, scoop, scoop, scoop with that lower tummy. And then come all the way up. Have a little hug around the spine. Okay, so we're going to go around the world. We're going to go one way and then we're going to go the other way. So hands up. As you tuck the tailbone, both arms stay parallel. We go to the right. We come into our full tuck. We go around the head to the left. The hips don't move, and then we gently roll all the way up. We go back to the left. So tuck, arms come to the left. We go around the head to the right. And then we come up, so the hips don't move, okay? The weight through each, to the right now, the weight through each side of the back of the pelvis stays the same around the head. And then we roll up. And then again, we tuck left, around the head. We're going to keep this going. If you feel you can, you roll all the way down. Okay, but if not, that's fine. We roll all the way down, we go around the head. And then we round the spine and we lift up on that left side. But if this doesn't work for you guys, you've got to keep your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, which is a bit harder than legs long. Then you should stay with your C-curve. Okay, so 2 more of whichever you're doing. Good. Around the head. Breathe. And then last one. Lovely. Good. And then hug those legs for me. Well done. Very nice. And then gently uncurl. Fab. Okay. Clasp your hands together in like a fist. Shoulder blades into your back. And let's come onto your heels. So toes are in the air. Okay. Have your feet relatively close together. Tuck your tailbone under to a place that you can hold on the back of your pelvis. Your knees drop to the left, your fist goes to the right, and then we come to centre, and then we go the other way, and centre. So really scoop up to those lower abdominals, drop the knees to one side, just rolling through the heel, and upper body to the other side, so working into your core, but also your obliques. Keep it going, breathe. And up. Good. For those of you who want to work a little bit harder, you take the heels off the floor. Okay, this is your harder version. If that's too hard, you keep your heels on the floor, it's fine. Good. And again. Lovely. 2 more. Last one. Face the heel down if you're here. Face the feet down, come up tall, knees go wide, feet come together. Reach forwards, long arms, flat back, reaching out towards your wall for me. And then come all the way down to your feet, elbows soft, round your spine, chin to chest. Lovely. Fantastic. And then gently uncurl. So staying here in this butterfly position, bring your arms forwards. Tuck your tailbone under in this butterfly position. We bring the knees together, arms come to the side. We take the knees apart, arms come to centre. Let's pull those legs up a little bit, might be too far away. And we go up and in, out and in. Knees press in. Now as your knees come in, really squeeze those inside thighs. But my upper body doesn't move, so I'm not going up and down through my chest and back. So I'm going squeeze the thighs, go wide. Squeeze the thighs, go wide. Good. Squeeze and wide. Squeeze and wide. Lovely. Squeeze and wide. Two more. Squeeze and wide. Last one. Squeeze and wide. Stay wide. Roll up for me. Reach again forwards. Flat back. Flat back. And then come down to your feet. Elbows soft. Relax the chin to your chest. Breathe through the back of those lungs for me. And then gently uncurl. Great. Okay. We're going to come down onto our elbows. So we're going to pop our elbows onto the floor. We're just going to do one exercise here, because I know this is quite challenging for your upper body. So elbows underneath the shoulders. Now we need to be careful we don't do this. So now it's no slouching into your chest. We need to push up through the chest. Pull the shoulders back, hold the core. Bring one knee to tabletop and the other knee to tabletop. Then extend your legs up into the air. We go wide through the legs and lift centre. Drop the right leg down, squeeze up. Go wide through the legs, come to centre. Drop the left leg down, squeeze up. Now, if you can't keep legs completely straight, hold it there, don't drop them. You can have a little bend in the knees. And again, wide and drop. And wide and drop. And wide and drop. Good, stay up, wide and drop. Keep it going for me. Breathe, straight leg if you can. Breathe, good, couple more. Keep those legs straight, good. Wide and drop, two more, wide and drop. Last one, wide and drop and hold in those knees. One leg down, the other leg down. Push off one elbow, the other elbow, lengthen the legs. Let's come forwards and have a stretch towards those toes. Well done, guys. Very good. Lovely. And slowly uncurl. Okay, let's come round to face me now. So, I'd like you to be in right-sided mermaid. Now, I know some of you find mermaid challenging, so you can do a variation on this if you want to for the first exercise, and I'll give you a different variation for the next one. So you can have this leg out if this doesn't like being bent in. You can have that leg out if that doesn't like being bent in or bent behind, or you can have both legs out if you need to. So sit yourself up nice and tall for me. Lovely. Arms come out to the side, shoulder blades into your back. Now bring your arms round in a circle. Now collapse into your sternum. Pull your tailbone underneath me and stretch into that back. And you'll get this nice stretch down the front of this leg if you have got that leg behind. Now grow up nice and tall. We're going to go to the left. Rotate, pulse. 1, 2, 3, and centre. Now do that again. Tuck your tailbone round. Come into a circle, stretching into that upper back. And then push all the way up and lengthen. Rotate to the left. Push 1, 2, 3, and center. Good. And again, pull that tailbone round the back. Bring the arms round as if you're hugging a tree. Good. And come all the way up, nice and tall. And then 1, 2, 3, and center. Relax those arms down. Have a roll for those shoulders. Lovely. Now this back leg, bring it round for me so it's here in front of you. Keep this leg tucked under for me if you can. Lengthen your arms up, tuck your tailbone under and extend that left leg up. If you can, grab hold of that leg with your right hand, rotate round to the left, lengthen that leg out. Come back to center, bend the knee. Now take the leg behind, rolling onto your right sit bone, keep the leg bent and reach forwards. Now if this is too hard, place the hands down, keep that knee off the floor, that left knee, travel all the way back and place it down. How do we do? Let's try that again. Tuck your tailbone under, lengthen the leg. Grab hold of the leg with the right hand and rotate to the left. Reach behind and turn the chest. Come back for me. Hold. Bend the knee. Travel round behind. Come onto your right sit bone and reach. If you can, if not, place the hands down. Come all the way back. Keep that foot off the floor as you come around. Place it down. Just drop the arms a second if you wish to. Then we're going to do one more. So arms up, tuck the tailbone, lengthen. Grab hold of the ankle, rotate to the left. Good. Come back to center, let go, but keep the leg there. Bend the knee. That leg is going to travel round behind you. Come onto your sit bone and you reach forwards if you can for me. Reach, reach, reach. And then come all the way back to center. And let's hug that front leg. Well done, guys. Really good. Fantastic. And then come up. Let's take both legs wide. Arms are going to come up, we're going to lengthen up, we're going to do a lovely saw stretch. So little finger of this hand goes to the little toe of this foot and vice versa, okay? So all the way around first and then down. I'm turning my palm up to the ceiling on my right arm as I go down and then I come all the way up. And then the other side, reach behind and then come all the way up. And let's go down, reach. Now try to keep your sit bones glued to your mat. Reach. Try to keep your knees facing the ceiling. Reach. And up. And again, reach. And up. Two more for me. Reach. And up. Last one. Reach. And up. Relax those arms down. So slide the legs together. I'm just going to move my book over as I do that. Bring the legs together for me. I'm just going to shimmy back so you can see my feet. Okay, arms are going to come up. I want you to tuck the tailbone in a second, and then we're going to go into external rotation from the hip. So knees are going to point here on the diagonal, okay? So arms here. Tuck your tailbone under and now heels together, external rotation. Squeeze this lower tummy, right leg, pick it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and down. Heels together. External rotation, still left leg, pick it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and down. Now as you pulse the right leg, press the left leg down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and down. Other leg, left leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and down. Make sure you're tucked here. Back of the pelvis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and down. Good. Left, press that right leg down and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and down. One more each leg for me and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and down. Left leg, last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and down. Rolling forwards, neutral feet and flex. Reach forwards to those toes. Breathe. Good stuff. And then gently uncurl. Fabulous. Okay. Left-sided mermaid. You knew it was coming next, didn't you? Left-sided mermaid for me. Okay. So again, variation of if you need to because of knees and hips. Arms are going to come up, shoulder blades into your back. You're going to tuck your tailbone around. Pull back through your sternum. Imagine you're hugging a tree. Round that spine. Now lift up and grow tall. Round to the right and pulse. 1, 2, 3 and centre. And again, tuck the tailbone under, round through the spine. Make a circle with those arms. Pull back. Feel this sort of tension underneath the armpits. And then lift and grow tall. And then round to the right. And 1, 2, 3 and centre. Last one. Pull that tailbone round the spine. Chin slightly down. Good. Feel that stretch down the front of that leg, especially if you've got that leg behind you. And then grow nice and tall. And then 1, 2, 3 and centre. And then relax. I'm going to roll through those shoulders. Lovely. Back leg, bring it round in front of you. So you can have his leg underneath you, that will be really helpful. Okay. Arms come up, tuck the tailbone under, extend that leg up. Grab hold of that right ankle with the left arm and rotate to the right. Good. Come back to centre, let go, hold it there, bend the knee. Now that leg travels round behind you, come onto your left sit bone and then you reach forwards. That leg is bent behind, the knees off the floor if possible. Hands down if it's too much. Come all the way around, lift that leg off the floor, place it down. Whew. And again, tuck the tailbone, extend that right leg, grab hold with the left hand, rotate behind you. So I'm hitting the curtains here. Rotate behind you. Come back, let go, don't let the foot drop though. Bend that knee, travels around the body, come onto your right hip and reach, reach, reach. And we come all the way back. For a little rest, place it down. Have a little rest. One more though. Arms here, tuck, extend, hold the leg, rotate right. Good. Come back to centre, hold, bend the knee, track round the body, keep that leg off the floor, reach, 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 come all the way back and hug that top leg. Woo, well done guys, really good, really, really good. Okay, we're going to come down onto our side. I'm going to go this side first. So let's take ourselves all the way down. Now, before we come down, your underside leg is going to go to the back corner of your mat, and your top leg is going to go to the front corner of your mat, okay? All right, we're then going to bring this arm underneath the head, this hand here. So the hands are behind the head, elbows pointing out, and we're going to have our top leg to the front corner, our back leg to the back corner, and our legs are nice and straight. Okay, so we're going to open, hold the core, keep the hips stacked here as they are. We're going to lift the elbow and we're going to rotate back as far as we can without the legs moving. We're going to slide the rib cage down and just curl the upper body just off the floor. We come back to the floor and then we bring that elbow back. Do it again, take the elbow back as far as you can without the feet and legs moving or the hip. And then just try to float both elbows. Think about driving these ribs down, come back down to the floor and then close it in. And again, open the elbows as wide as you can. You might be able to go a bit further this time. Close the ribs down and curl up. And then come back down to your side. And then all the way back. And again, all the way open. Lovely. Close the ribs and lift. And then back to the mat. Push that elbow, top elbow back. Just get that nice stretch. Can you get this stretch here in the front of your chest? I'm definitely getting that. And let's come back. And let's do 2 more. I love that stretch in my chest there. And then lifting off. And then open back. And then close. Let's do 1 more. All the way back. Good stretch. Nice in the spine as well. Lifting off. And then coming back. And then close. Bring your top hand down and then lengthen that bottom arm away, keeping the legs here for me. So we're going to do a little switch. We're going to lift those legs off. We're going to point, so we're going to come into flexion and we're going to switch, bringing that bottom leg forward. And then we're going to point and then we're going to switch and take them back. Then we're going to flex and we're going to switch, pull up to that core. We're going to point and we're going to switch again. We're going to flex. Good. And point. And flex. Keep the flexion and point. And flex. And point. Good. And flex. And point. And flex. And point, last one, and flex, and point, legs together, and come all the way down. Well done. Soften those knees, and just take those feet behind you for a second. Okay, so bring this bottom arm, I just need to check the details there, bring this bottom arm here, so that the elbow is in front of you and the head is literally just sort of floating above the floor. You're just supporting the weight of the head. Lift the top leg up, keep this bend in the knee. Push back through the thigh, keeping the leg bent, and then just reach directly forwards with the arm. So you're going to draw a semicircle around the head. Good. Bring the knee forwards, rotate the arm all the way over and pull the knee up. Arm is off the floor as well here. And then that leg is going to go behind you. You're going to draw that semicircle back around the head. Take that leg behind you. Do it again. Draw a semicircle around the head. Open that chest. Draw that knee up and stretch that arm behind. Can you get that stretch in the front of your top shoulder? And let's go around the head. Come all the way back. Now squeeze that glute as that leg goes behind you, but it's not straight, it's bent, okay? So bring that knee forward. So you're drawing 2 semicircles, one with the knee and one with the arm. And we go all the way round and behind. Lovely, let's do 1 more. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 1 more. All the way around and open. Knee comes up. Just support that head. And then all the way back. Around the head, guys, as we go back. All the way around. Good. Now take that hand behind you. Grab hold of the foot, lengthen the bottom leg out. Push the hips forwards. Have that lovely stretch in the front of your thigh for me. Good. Lovely. And then relax. Okay, so let's roll here. From here, let's roll onto our backs. So come onto your back. If you need to have a bit of support underneath your head here, then that's fine, you go for it. Feet and knees hip width apart, shoulder blades into your back. So remember our starfish. So your starfish is really a beginner's move. It's all about moving 2 limbs together but keeping your pelvis still. So let's just do a basic starfish first. So let's do right leg, left arm. Engage the core, right leg, left arm, slide away. And then pull back. Switch, left leg, right arm, slide away. but pelvis doesn't move, remember, and pull back. Do that again. Slide away and pull back, and the ribs stay down, so we're not letting the ribs pop up here. Okay, so now let's do right leg, left arm, slide away and hold. Now swing that leg up straight. If you can, ribs down, curl up, touch the ankle or the shin, take them back away long, and then slide back in. Now left leg, right arm, take it away, keep the ribs down, and then come all the way up. Touch the shin, ribs down as you do, and slide back. If you want to keep your head down, of course you can. I'll do one for you here. You can still touch the shin. You make sure the back doesn't change shape. And again, so this whole idea is that as we do this movement, the back doesn't really change shape. We keep that pelvis in neutral. And again, slide away and lift and lower and back. Last one for me. Slide away and lift, ribs down and lower and back. Lovely, well done. Place your feet together, arms out to the side of your body for me, shoulder blades into your back. Let's just do a knee drop. So knees over to the right, let the left foot stack on the right, and use your core as you come to centre. And then the other side. So let one foot stack on the other. Keep the knees together, pressed in. Keep the shoulders down and in. Last one. So it's nice just to get a bit of movement in the back. Lovely. Now let's bring those legs up one at a time into tabletop. Again, knees together, lower leg together in tabletop. Let's go over to the right and squeeze to centre. A bit more tricky. Over to the left and squeeze to centre. Good, and again. Over to the right and squeeze in with that core. Over to the left and squeeze in and hold. Now I'm going to come to you first. You can see what I do with my legs. You can come towards me first if you want to. So I'm going to over towards you and hold, and then I'm going to open my knees in butterfly, toes stay together. I press my knees in, then I come back to centre. Okay, let's do it the other side. So over, open the knees, close the knees and squeeze up. And again, over, knees together, open the knees, close the knees and squeeze up. Good, and away. And open the knees, close the knees and squeeze up, hold. Let's do a leg extension there as well. So come towards me, knees towards me, open the knees, close the knees, leg extension and bend and lift back to centre. Yeah, away from me, knees away, open the knees, close the knees, leg extension, bend and come up. Again towards me, knees drop and open and close, extend and bend and lift. Last one, knee drop and open and close, extend and bend and up, and hug your knees in. Give your knees a nice little hug in for you. Good stuff, well done. You stay there. Keep hugging those knees in, that'll be great. All right, so last one here on our back. Take your legs up into the air and take your arms up into the air. Root those shoulders, okay? Keep a little gap between your hands. Try to, about shoulder width, try to keep that the same. And let's have the legs pressed together. So my legs are going to go slightly to the right, so I'm on my right hip. My arms are going to go slightly to the left. I'm going to draw two semicircles. Drop the legs away, drop the arms away over, and then come up. Drop the legs away, arms come round the head and come up. And all the time I'm stable through my pelvis. I'm rolling through my pelvis to one side, and then I'm rolling through my pelvis to the other side. Keep it relatively small and controlled, but I don't want your lower back arching. So we're doing opposite semicircles. And again, opposite semicircles. Good, use that core. Keep the head down. Lovely. Press the legs together and breathe. So drop and circle. And drop and circle. 2 more for me. Drop and circle. Last one, drop and circle. Then come back to centre and hug those knees in. Lovely, guys. Well done. Really nice. Okay, so let's hold the back of the right leg in towards your chest. Take your left leg long to the ceiling. Make a circle here. We're going to use the momentum of this long leg to roll up. So you drop the leg round through the spine, come up, stretch forwards and stretch out towards those toes. You roll back, same right leg you hold, and then you roll yourself down. Then you switch. Take the left leg, sorry, the right leg even, up into the air, hold the left leg, drop the leg down, round the spine, and reach forwards. Hold that left leg, tuck, tuck, tuck as we go down, hold it in, and switch. Left leg comes up. Brace the core, make your circle strong. Drop the leg round the spine and then reach. Come back up, hold that right leg and roll it down. And switch, last one. Take the right leg up into the air. Drop the leg round the spine and reach. Good. And then gently uncurl. We're not going to roll all the way back down again. So if you're down, then roll yourself up. Have a roll through your shoulders. Lovely. Okay, let's swing our legs round to the other side now. Okay, so we want bottom leg towards the back corner of our mat, top leg towards the front corner of your mat. Hand behind your head here, elbow forwards. Make sure these legs don't move with the other hand here behind you. Are you ready? Take a breath in. Breathing out, open that elbow, roll yourself back. Make sure that these feet don't slide too much. I can't go as far on this side. Good, and then ribs down, curl up towards that hip, and then back to the floor, and then bring yourself forwards. And again, open back as far as you can for that lovely stretch. And then ribs down, lift. And then back to the floor. And then forwards. And again, open yourself backwards. Keep those hips nice and fit. Ribs down, curl up. And then all the way back. And forwards, let's do 2 more of those. And open. Good. Ribs down, lift. And let's go back. And let's close. 1 more for me. And open, open, open through that chest. Ribs down, lift. And then back. And then close. Lovely, well done. Bring that hand here. Lengthen that bottom arm for me. Keep the legs 1 forwards and 1 back. Brace the core, lift the legs up. And we're going to flex and come forwards with that bottom leg. And we're going to point and then we're going to take it back. We're going to flex and come forwards. Point and swing it back. Really lengthen those legs. Flex and come forwards. Push away through that heel. Point. And let's take it back. Flex and come forwards. Good. Point. Swing it back. Hold that core. Flex and come forwards. Point and swing it back. Lovely. Flex and come forwards. Point and swing it back. Last few. Flex and come forwards. Hold that core. Point and take it back and flex and come forwards and point and come back to centre. Good, relax those legs down and soften those knees behind you. Lovely. Okay, so let's bend that arm under to support the head. Let's float that knee, we take it behind us and we reach forwards with that top arm. So we're going to draw a circle around the head. As that knee comes forwards, we go all the way around, bringing the arm out in line with the shoulder, knee up for me. And then we circle the arm around the head, take the leg behind us and squeeze the bottom. So it's like a chalk circle, but just a semicircle, all the way around, bringing that knee forwards, all the way around in line with your shoulder. Good, and then all the way back. Leg comes behind, squeeze the bottom. And again, all the way around, draw that knee up, open that chest, feel that lovely stretch with the front of your chest. And as you take that leg behind you, as you draw your circle round, really squeeze that glute and reach that knee behind you. Good, and again, big semicircle round and lift. And then semicircle round and squeeze behind you, 2 more. Semicircle round, open that chest, knee up. And semicircle round and squeeze behind you. Last one, semicircle round, knee up and open that chest. And then come all the way back and then relax that down. Lovely, guys, well done. Lengthen out through those legs. Take that leg behind you and let's have a little quad stretch. And pushing forwards through the hips, bottom leg long. Get a nice stretch in the front of that thigh. Good. Lovely. And then release. So turning from here onto our tummies. So we're going to have feet about hip width apart and we're going to have arms about shoulder width apart here. Nose just over your mat, shoulder blades into your back. Brace your core. Opposite arm, opposite leg again for me. Breath in, right arm, left leg. Breathe out, float the nose and lengthen. And then come down. Other side. Float the nose and lengthen. And then come down. And again, float the nose and lengthen. And then down. Lovely. Float the nose and lengthen. And then down. 4 more. Lengthen and squeeze. And down. Good. Lengthen and squeeze. And down. Keep that core switched on. Don't let go as you come down. If you can, lengthen. And down. And last one for me, lengthen. And down. Now bring one hand on top of the other, rest the forehead on the back of the hands. Bring the legs in a little bit closer. Lengthen the right leg, ready to switch. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We're trying to keep the hips stable. We don't want to rock our torso right to left. We're really using the glutes on this. We're not bending the knees here. We're keeping the legs long. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. And rest those legs down for me. Lovely. Take your arms forwards. If you can, float the nose, float one arm. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is too much. Bend your elbows here. Okay. If you can go long, that's great, but I want to pull on your lower back. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep your feet on the floor. Good. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and rest. Do you think you can put the two together? Okay, just a few, I promise.
So float the head, float the chest, engage that core for me. Again, we're going to do opposite. So let's have your right arm, left leg slightly raised. Ready, hold the core, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Squeeze that bum. Keep it going. Good. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and rest. Oh, well done. Hands underneath shoulders, guys. Well done. Press up. Have a little stretch back into child's pose. Good. Well done. Okay, let's come forwards onto hands and knees. Let's place the left hand behind our head. Keep the right arm straight. Bring the left elbow to the right elbow and then extend it all the way up to the ceiling. And again, left elbow to right elbow and extend it all the way up to the ceiling. And then left elbow to right elbow and extend it away. Come to the neutral, place that hand down, swap over. Right hand behind the head, keep the left arm straight. Elbow to elbow and open. And again, elbow to elbow and open. Good. And again, elbow to elbow and open. Place it down. Take the hands forwards and pull back. Just come off the wrists. So going with our opposite little sort of theme today, we're going to do the right elbow. No, we're going to do the left elbow and the right knee. Okay, left elbow and right knee. So bring that underneath you. So left hand behind the head. Okay. So as my elbow opens out, my right knee opens out. Let me just show you forward so you can see. So I'm here, I come in and I open out. I come in and I open out. But my back stays straight, it doesn't arch. I'm not coming in, elbow, knee touching. I'm just bringing them into center and then open them out to the side. So left hand behind the head. Are you ready? Float the right knee and open out. Bring in. Open out. Bring in. Open out. Bring in. Open out. Bring in. And release. Let's come down. How did we do? I'm just doing a few, I promise. Okay, come up. Right hand behind the head. Float the left knee. Bring it in. Open out. Bring in. Open out. Bring in. Open out. Bring in. Open out. Bring in. And place down and walk down. Well done, guys. Really good. Lovely. And then gently uncurl for me. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Come and sit facing me. Come sit facing me. So sit however you're most comfortable initially. Let's just have a little circle through those wrists. Good. Let's go the other way. Circle through those wrists. Lovely. Let's take those hands all the way up. Let's hold our fingertips over our head. Stretch up through those shoulders. Let's come over to the right through the torso. Soften the right elbow and almost kind of pull your left arm over by your left ear. And then go all the way straight to the ceiling again. So through your torso to the left, soften left elbow and pull your right arm over. Keep both sit bones on the floor. And then come all the way up. Let's separate the hands now, so sort of out into a V. So come over. Good. And stretch away. And then come up. Last one. Over to the left. Let's come over. Sit bones on the floor. Reach away. And then come up. Big circle behind you. Place your fingertips on the floor. Push your chest to the ceiling. Good. Stretch those shoulders back.
Always feels good. Lovely. And then release it off, gently around for the spine, bring the hands forwards, make a circle, hug your tree again. Now gently pull back, extend the arms forwards and drop the chin to the chest. Lovely, then drop the hands into the lap and gently uncurl through that spine. Let's take that right leg out. Now this leg here can either be out or bent in. It's entirely up to you, whichever is easiest for you. I feel if the leg is bent in, I get a better stretch into the lower back. So we're going to reach forwards with both hands towards that right foot, as far as you can. Lovely. It's a nice stretch. Good. And then gently uncurl. Then we're going to do it again, but this time we're going to reach forwards and take your left arm away. Turn your chest to the left, then bring that arm up and over. Still looking kind of underneath that arm. Good, so it's by your ear. Lovely, so you're really working into your lower back. It's a great QL, quadratus lumborum stretch. Good, and then come all the way up. Take your hands forward, so either with your legs wide or with this left leg in front of you. Coming forwards for me, soften the elbows towards the floor without your right sit bone coming off. Good. Relax the head and then uncurl. So we do that on the other side. So let's take left leg out, right leg in, if right leg can come in comfortably, and reach both hands towards your left foot. And I just kind of I just let my body go heavy here. And just breathe into it. That's nice. And then curl. And let's do that again. So we're going to reach with our left hand towards left foot. Right hand is going to rotate. So you're turning your chest here as well. But still let your body fall towards your leg. And then we're going to come up and over by your ear. Still with your body slightly rotated to the right. Feel that great stretch in that lower back. On that right side. Feels good. Lovely. And then gently come up. Take the hands forwards. Soften the elbows towards the floor and keep your left sit bone down on the floor for me. That's nice. Relax the chin. Good. And then gently uncurl. And then sit however you wish. Have a roll through those shoulders. Good. Let's plant those shoulders down into your back and let's go tall through the top of your head for me. Let's rotate your chin to the right. Drop your chin down. Back up and center. To the left. Drop down. Up and center. Ear to the right. And up, ear to the left. Good. And up. Now keep those shoulder blades planted in the back. Roll the chin to the chest. Feel that lovely stretch in your neck flexors. If you feel you want to, you can take your hands behind. You can gently add a little bit of pressure here on the back of the head coming down, if that helps. Good. Then relax the shoulders and then uncurl that head. Well done, guys. Ready to breathe. Ready. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And out. And again, breathing in and out. One more for me, breathing in and out. And relax. Well done, guys. Give yourself a clap.